Can you believe this school was teeming with students just a year ago? Everything changed so fast. And it's the kids that suffer.
Buttons. That's the name of the undead cat from Blood Moon Island.
Then Iris must be the name of the little girl.
Been a while since any new students were registered here. Not that this comes as any surprise. Just look at this place.
I've had just about enough of... Oh, 1,000 apologies. I'm just at wit's end is all. This place is already overrun with addicts and orphans, and now I've got to deal with... what? A rogue corpse muncher?
The woman shakes her head and sighs.
I should stop caring so much, but the kids shouldn't suffer. They don't deserve this void-infested hellhole we're handing to them. What is it? Or what was it? Two different things, you know. Used to be a school. My husband Griff and I, we taught the local kids what we could. History, politics, writing, reading, a little cooking, a little alchemy. The parents paid what they could. It was enough. Then the Voidwoken came, and the Magisters took Griff away to Fort Joy. Said he was luring the monsters in, like my sweet Griff would ever do such a thing. Now it's this. I'm stuck scrubbing Lady Kem's filthy floors in exchange for coin most days, and I don't have the energy to shoo away the junkies that wander in. I've tried shooing them off, but to no avail. I swear, if Griff were here, he'd have this place cleaned up in no time. If the squatters were gone, I could start fresh. Scour the place down, get the school going again. Get out from under Lady Kem's posh thumb. Well, I wouldn't refuse your help. If Griff can't be here, maybe you're the next best thing.
Beryl hums a few random notes, just a few, but in those notes you discern a crumb of hope.
His words are hot and black.
Well, school's out, I dare say.
March for Lucian, flicker imps. He will guide us there to the Star Hall. The fog can carry you.
I'm telling you, they're just jealous. They shouldn't be complaining, they should be celebrating. A thief that can steal from the Thieves' Guild. I should be their queen. I'm not here because I want to be. Thieves' Guild kicked me out all because I took some stupid plate from the stash. I was just trying to show them I could, I swear. I'm better than all of them put together. Look, they may not want me around anymore, but I'm no snitch. Really? Didn't even sound like you'd ever heard of the guild a minute ago. But sure, you win, okay?
She points to the Thieves' Guild's location on your map and rubs her palms together.
Besides, you're bound to stir up some trouble over there. Ought to be good fun.
Follow not the Catman, Bloodpath. Look over there. Shiny light. Do you see them? The mist steps. Each one is an echo of Lucian's dreams. Pray be his. They lead through the silver puffs and into the hall.
She bows towards nothing in particular and fingers the collar of her priestly garb, then looks at you with dark, sunken eyes.
Lucian blesses me in his own way, Limlicker. I glide on his breath and feed on his sighs and smiles. For him, I would walk the path of blood. He needs only sing the command. I'm not like the Cat Lord, our Hulu. He slinks around and under and over and inside. He would skim the path and miss the blood.
The priest raises her head and screams to the ceiling.
Lucian, my wings are ready. I will flap and flit-flop when your words go blue. Our Hulu does not deserve your warm. I hear he avoids Lucian's tough maker, the path of blood. He is a defiler of Lucian's will, Shine Beast. The crypt waits for only divine, devout, devoted. It is not an easy make trial. Bypass the blood and Lucian brings the rumble. Skyquakes across the heavens, what Lucian said. Punishment for the easy walk.
The priest waves her arms through the air, drawing your attention to these non-existent skyquakes. She traces a circle on the floor with her left foot, then shakes her head. You're stymied by the foot gesture, but the head shake is more than clear.
Aye, yes. His voice. It makes the airdrops quiver. He waits there, and I will meet him. The clouds should twinkle, as Lucian commanded them. Come, fireflies, he calls us elsewhere.
This place had it coming. They brought the void upon themselves.
So, how's the eviction going? Is that... Wait, really? They're gone? That's good news. Maybe our hard work wasn't all for nothing then. Is there anything I can do to show my thanks?
She pauses and tightens her lips. A moment passes, and then another. She smiles.
Well, at the risk of saying something I shouldn't, that whole mansion is weird. She sits in that drawing room serving tea all day. As for him, well, he doesn't even sleep in the same room as his wife. He has his own bedroom, does Kem, and it's always locked. He's got secrets, you see. Trapdoors and ladders. Where they lead, I don't know, but his wife knows nothing about them. Anyway, you've certainly been a breath of fresh air. You're no Griff, but it's been good having you around.
Keep an eye out for Magisters, but be careful. They're cornered and desperate.
More visitors than last year, I reckon. Brave of them to make the trip.
Well, hello, handsome. Care to hear about the power of cheese? I've got wheels and rounds and blocks and rolls and possibly more. But my wares are nuanced, with undertones of something rare.
She looks you up and down, then...
What's on my mind? Why, texture, maturity, taste. But most of all, I'm wondering what tickles your fancy. Looking at you, I think it may be power. Am I right? So I have not misjudged you. Now, we've established how you feel about power. How do you feel about law? Specifically laws relating to property and the acquisition of goods.
A glint appears in her eye, and she smiles. Then she raises her hands and shows you her rings.
Perhaps this is the power you seek. I've been waiting for the right customer to come along for these, but I warn you, power doesn't come cheap, even for someone as attractive as you. I have my little helpers, here, there, and everywhere. They find me the finest morsels in all of Arx. After all, why should the most delectable of foodstuffs grace only the tables of the nobility?
Good Counsel School, temporarily closed.
They say the Divine withers our lands to save Rivellon. I see he is successful.
All Magister reader material has to go. Orders from Lord Kemp.
Oh, wonderful smell on this volume. The musty aroma of knowledge. Greetings. I am Cranley Hubert. I assume no further introduction is required. Oh, come now. Surely you've heard of my writing, or my work with the Historical Guild of Arx? No? The show? Of course I've read all of them. What do you take me for? I'll wager you don't know a fraction of what I've gleaned from a lifetime of reading. Let's see. 3 major houses govern the ancient empire. There's the House of Law, the House of War. Now, what's the third? No. I'm afraid that my reservoir of knowledge remains the deepest. Now, perhaps you'd like to return outside and consort with those who have intellectual stamina more on par with your own, yes?
All that knowledge, and still nothing to help us against the Acorn. I'm telling you, Quercus, we'll do what we can, but humans are a lost cause.
Nothing as fragrant as an open sewer, hey?
Closed due to nuptial obligations.
I've spotted something.
Come on, through it! This bouquet is mine. Get in my way.
So much death on such a lovely day.
Come on, through it!
The spirit of a dwarven lady stands eagerly by, as if she's waiting to catch a bouquet. The spirit shoos you away absently, her gaze fixed intently on the arc that the bouquet is taking through the air. The spirit of a dwarven attendee attempts to discreetly sip from a goblet of spectral wine he stashed beneath him.
Get in my way!
The spirit of an elven dignitary remains seated in a pew where the wedding unfolded. He stifles a disinterested yawn. The spirit of a dwarf guard patrols the garden, oblivious to the fact that he's dead. Curled upper lip, lightly bobbing head, unwavering gaze, there's no doubting the spirit's distaste of current circumstances. The spirit of a dwarf watches the ceremony with a scowl. He tugs at his ornate collar in an effort to loosen it. The spirit of an elegantly dressed woman glances around, seemingly more interested in the other guests than in the unfolding ceremony.
Something stinks around here.
Voidwoken, here! And who'll clean up that mess in the garden? It'll be me, the new guy.
I'm lucky I was posted indoors. That I'd be drawing breath now if I was in the garden.
Party's over if that ain't obvious. Best go home.
He looks you up and down.
The sooner the better.
He takes a deep breath, then lets it out again, slowly.
Out in the garden. Beautiful sight. Till the Voidwoken showed up. It was a goddamn bloodbath.
The dwarf stares grimly into space. Rings adorn his fingers, some of which glitter with ornate rose-tinted jewels. You notice one has a gem missing.
If you'll excuse me, I'd just as soon be left with my thoughts. Yes, it's been a horrendous day. Still, it's a fine match. With her assets and my name, that is to say, we will be a force to be reckoned with.
He glances over at his distraught bride as she takes another sip from her goblet.
Events like today's do have a way of putting things in perspective. There's much to be gained from this alliance. It survived the Voidwoken after all. Out with the old, in with the new, I suppose. Yet, Old Man Ross left the incident quite unharmed.
Love? Tuna's beard. Is that what passes for sense among the lower classes? Well, she is quite enamored with me, of course. I can be, well, irresistible. But no. In my family, marriage is a more practical matter. Our union means I can continue my work. You make it sound like she's a victim, rather than someone who just married into one of the oldest houses in the kingdom. We trace our lineage back to the time of Tenax himself. She could not ask to bear children from a more noble lineage. If anything, I'm doing her a service.
The groom looks you over with a sneer and mutters,
No, I don't think you'll be of much use.
He turns back to the window with a grunt, anxiously twisting the rings on his fingers.
Bloody Voidwoken at a wedding. If that ain't a bad omen, nothing is.
Do it. That vile stench doesn't deceive me. Queen Justinia and her lackeys are down here somewhere.
The pointy things are everywhere! Watch out!
looks like the cargo of the Peacemaker. Mordus was right. The cargo was destined for Arx.
I've spotted something. The city and its people can be measured by the number of children in its sewers. Maybe some children belong in the sewers.
What you doing?
A little girl looks you square in the face. She doesn't smile, she doesn't frown, and she sure as hell doesn't look shy.
A hidden room in the sewers, past the traps and the spiders. Not likely. I need to think about this.
She thinks about this.
Now that you're here, I can't very well leave. Suppose you told someone. Nah, that won't do. Nah, you'll just have to die. Get my troll to do it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. The troll will fix it. And then you'll be dead. Everybody out! Troll dinner time!
The kids vanish, and you hear the grumbling of a couple of trolls.
Arx, city of secrets it is. And you know what happens to the most valuable secrets? They get buried. Or stolen. That happens too. Some secrets get stolen, then buried. With some, it's the other way round. Royalty, my friend. Royalty holds court here. You might think me crazy, but I've seen the royal wardens patrolling these corridors. And as you can tell, they saw me. Pity, really. That would have been a good score. Would have been the highlight of my career, that. Stealing from royalty, hiding in the sewers, up to no good. They wouldn't have been able to report the theft to the authorities. The perfect crime, that. Oh, well, I had a good run.
It's an ambush.
Bound and blindfold, you are dragged through the darkness, The stench tells you you're in the sewers. Your dwarven captors are silent, but then a skittering, as of blades tapping on stone. Your captors stop, unsure. Screams rend the darkness, silence falls, and then that sound again. Sticks dancing on stone. You tear the blindfold free, then wish you hadn't. The giant spider looms over you, its jaws close upon your face.
I see a trap nearby. There's enough death fog. What's this? I found something.
A guard rushes in front of you, and before you can flinch, the point of a sharp spear draws a bead of blood from the artery in your neck.
Halt! State your name, now!
Oh, for goodness sake, woman, lower your spear. That is no way to greet a guest.
Isbiel, I've not known you to be so welcoming to strangers.
Have I yet to disappoint your highness in matters of security?
Your Majesty?
Do as she says. Lower your spear.
Yes, of course, my queen. If you've business here, get on with it.
Are you sure at this most sensitive hour?
Quite sure.
A most unusual visit, I should say.
One we are most certainly equipped to handle. Your Highness, Bloom of Duna, Flame of the Forge, I present to you the Seed of Divinity.
Queen Justinia sucks in her cheeks, then offers you her unwavering hand. The woman called Isbiel glares at you with stony face and obdurate eyes.
You are in the presence of royalty. Her Highness is due proper respect from subject and admirer alike.
Let's not intimidate our guest further, Isbiel. I am yet too intrigued to give him leave. Why do you allow this man before me?
My queen, the elven specimen before you is a godwoken, a claimant to the divine throne.
The queen wrinkles her face and gives Isbiel a sideways glance. Isbiel's red-brown eyes meet her gaze head-on.
Many have laid claim to Lucian's legacy, including his own inferior spawn. I presume our visitor has more than a vague title to boast of.
The Godwoken has proven himself a worthy combatant in the joys arena of the One. His name was on the lips of all who roamed there.
I appreciate the effort in gaining the respect of one's fellow refugees. You have my attention, Godwoken, if not my adulation.
Such an excellent question, but a bit premature, don't you think? We adhere to a certain decorum in this court. I am certain you understand.
Isbiel clears her throat and continues her litany.
He has escaped the island prison to which the Order confined him, a feat deserving a modicum of respect.
A refugee from the Joy, then. Impressive.
Few avoid the Magister's watchful eyes. Can this god Woken declare other triumphs, Isbiel?
Isbiel looks to the Queen and speaks further of your deeds.
The god Woken arrogated the Lady Vengeance, the very vessel that terrorized the high seas under the Hammer's command.
The Queen's eyes grow wide, and she nods appreciatively, then looks to Isbiel to continue the ovations.
I am consort to Her Royal Highness Justinia. It is my business to know who serves the Queen's allies and abets her enemies. You do not roam this land unnoticed, elf. Now, let us continue. His triumphs as champion of Driftwood are known to all dwarves of Reaper's Coast. This title is not effortlessly earned.
Yes, it seems you've proven yourself familiar with sword and source. The raucous one would not assign the honor of champion lightly.
The god Woken has slain his very own. Alexander, son of the Lake Divine, has fallen to his superior might.
Indeed. Slayed by your hand, then. The cub once pleaded with me to aid in his sorcerer pogrom. I cannot deplore your actions, as loath as I am to admit it.
The great sorcerer Riker, a lone wolf known for his manipulation of the innocent dead, died by our visitor's hand, your majesty.
I do not know of this Riker. I trust his death was well deserved.
Goodness, I've met street urchins with more manners. I think you'd have more respect for ceremony. Well, I see no reason to mince words, God Woken. You're here to die.
Isbiel, whatever's gotten into you? Malodorous it may be, but this is still a court, not a gallows.
Your Majesty, the god Woken is no ally, but enemy. He would throw your plans in disarray. You have worked so hard. Arcs must fall to the Deathfog.
What? Nonsense. It cannot be.
Oh, but you're a clever one, God Woken, aren't you? Fine. You've outed me. But it doesn't matter. You can't stop the Deathfog. The wheels are in motion.
Isbiel?
Shut your royal maw, Justinia. Arcs will fall and your memory writ. They will believe it was your will, your plan, your command.
Guards, arrest Isbiel. She is no child of Duna.
The guards unsheath their blades and point them not at Isbiel, but at the Queen.
I'm afraid I have other intentions.
You blink yourself awake to the cold gaze of 1,000 stones and the hot gaze of the dwarf Isbiel, right hand of the Queen.
Oh, good. You're awake. Yeah, at first I figured I'd just kill you. But then I thought, Isbiel, you're wasting an opportunity here. Don't bother thanking me just yet, though. I dare say you'll be begging to die before long. I'll start with lesser toxins, just to see how you react, and take it from there. How strong a dose can a god Woken handle? How long does it take for one to succumb? So many questions.
You cannot move your arm, your leg, your head. They are no match for the pull of gravity. Your lips open, but no words spill forth. She has paralyzed you. Only your eyes are free to move.
Don't fight it. You'll only make things worse. Oh, but I've been so rude. You should know the real me. Oh, it's good to give myself a rest. Those masks can be darned pesky.
Every ounce of energy within you evaporates. You have no more control over your own source than you do of your flaccid body. Isbiel shakes her head at you. Tut tut.
Do try to relax. The harder you fight, the harder the experiment will be on you.
You struggle to move, and you feel your toes wiggle, and your fingers twitch. The paralysis is waning.
Interesting. Some of the results are quite unexpected. Now, let's move on to Deathfog. Live or die, you've already proven most... Well, I was going to say useful, but perhaps entertaining is the better word.
Isbiel turns the valve, but no fog wafts forth. In that moment, you feel your bones and muscles awaken. You've regained control of your body at last.
What's wrong with it? Guards! Come! The Godwoker's broken free of my spell!
I've got to get out.
riddance to a bad dwarf. Now, to find Queen Justinia.
You look at your companions in shock. Black Ring influence or not, the enormity of the Queen's plan is revealed. To kill everyone in the city.
An eye for an eye is all well and good. Thousands of eyes for an eye is somewhat of an exaggeration.
Do you think Arx is safe in my death? I faced the grave before, you know. Yet through the God King, I have eternal life. The Master's purpose is his own to speak, not mine. My answer was no, and no it remains.
I've spotted something.
The spirit laughs soundlessly at something unseen. You realize that what you thought was a maniacal glint in his eye is, in fact, the last glowing embers of the acidic fire that burned his eyeballs away. His laughter turns into a scream, and then he is gone. A nauseating wave of pain and fear washes from the spirit. Pain from what was inflicted upon her, and fear that her suffering would never end. The pain you inflict on her is real, but she realizes that it will soon be at an end. She gives herself to you. The spirit struggles for breath, a breath that will never come. An eternity choking to death beckons. She panics as she realizes what's happening to her. She draws her breath to scream. And then she is gone.
What's this? I found something.
Twisted and torn in her heart and her mind, the spirit emits an unbearable desire for it all to be over, for good and forever. But as oblivion beckons, she changes her mind. She reaches out and desperately clings on to existence. And then she is gone.
Sounds like the Queen.
Isbiel, the traitor! Where is she? I will split her black skull in two! Get your hands away from me! I'm fine. Certainly healthy enough to deal with these turncoats.
She motions to the fallen guards littering the walkway. It's an impressive number of bodies.
By whose hand? Yours? It should have been my own axe to slice her neck. Take me to her bones. I've a mind to chop them into pieces, the foul witch!
Justinia struggles to control her rage. She closes her eyes. She breathes the Sue's fetid air. She waits.
She is dead, and that is that. She was a scientist of sorts, or so the town criers chanted. She knew of the ways of nature and beyond, and I invited her to court to show me. She healed the sick and soothed the wounded. I saw it with my own eyes. I brought her close.
Her words were wise, and her aims, well, they seemed so pure. It was after Alexander assembled the quorum that Isbiel turned my mind to thoughts of war. Our scouts and spies aided dwarven sorcerers where and when they could, but Isbiel insisted the monks and shriekers would touch dwarven land. When we came to Arx to prepare, she rarely left my side except to tend to her laboratory. I'd no idea what atrocities she'd been committing there.
Justinia pounds a fist against her palm. One smack, then a second, then a third.
You may not believe me, but what I did, I thought I did for the sake of my people. The sinking of the Peacemaker, the Driftwood smuggling operation, the Deathfog, Black Peak Isle.
Power always comes at a great cost. Sometimes you have to take some lives to save others. And I shall always put dwarven lives first. You must understand this. It was only a matter of time, she said. And I never doubted it. The scouts talked of living weapons nailed to crosses, of blank-faced wizards, an entire force of them. If we didn't come for the Order, the Magisters and Paladins, they would come for us. They had my ear all the while, the Black Ring. I'm sorry. Truly sorry to think of it. Lady Kem is known to harbour those in need from foreign lands. I will be safe at her estate. So unless you've no more grievances to air...
How many innocent lives will die before you see reason? Kill her!
The Queen nods a goodbye to you.
Until I can return to the kingdom, I will be at the Kem estate. Royalty is always welcome there. Paulina would have it no other way.
It seems the Queen can handle herself.
Isbiel leached the source from these people.
The spirit before you is paper thin, as though there was hardly enough source in it to manifest at all. You used source to heal a sick child. The Magisters threw you in jail. Then, in the night, came the dwarves. They marched you blindfolded through the sewers, clapped you in irons, and took you apart for your source. The spirit fades to nothingness without so much as a whisper.
I've spotted something.
Take me away from here, please. She can't keep us here.
A humble builder, when your source powers surfaced, you knew you were in for the joy. But you ended up here, stolen from your cell. They took you apart in search of your source. You died, screaming.
Thank you.
Papa? Help me, Papa. The lady took something from me. Papa?
What's on your mind, darling? To be perfectly frank, yes. I only have to do what comes natural to me. Besides, these 7 weren't exactly angels. Even gods get their comeuppance. We stand warned, don't we? By all means. Like I want to keep exploring, again, and again, and again. How about you? We've certainly made a splash, haven't we? Let no one say otherwise. Let's carry on, see how many history books we can make it into. We may even make it into Cranley Hubert's. Oh my, someone in need of a lick and cuddle.
Her face is straight, but her eyes dance with mirth.
Aren't you sweet?
She steps close to you and places a long hand on your cheek. Her great cat-like eyes peer into yours. She kisses you, biting your lower lip as she pulls away.
Don't think you've seen it all. I haven't even nibbled you yet.
Isbiel was planted in the royal court quite some time ago. This conspiracy has been a long time brewing. Care of that Deathfog machine before some kid starts flipping the switches.
The great machine sits before you. Pipework tentacles outwards and upwards, the conduits piercing the ground overhead, wending their way towards the city and her people above. Even through the seals of the great cistern, you scent the acrid sting of the death fog inside. A faint gossamer of death fog rises from a junction where the release valve meets a pipe. A switch allows redirection to a different pipe, labeled C. The junction currently leads to a pipe labeled ARX.
Destroy this thing. There's no time to waste.
The machine creaks to life, and the death fog begins to flow through the other pipe. You hear the howl of the fog as it travels the pipe towards the sea, and the machine winds down. The cistern is empty. All is silent.
I've said more than enough. The king soon comes to claim my spirit.
The elf gives you a slow clap. Clap, clap, clap.
The evil Isbiel is dead. The doctor will see you now. Permit me to mark it on your map. Do not tarry. He urgently desires to speak with you.
The elf bows his head in thanks. You turn away.
What a pile of junk.
It got damaged in the fight. It'll fix up just fine.
The elf stands in front of a cart displaying various sundries. He warmly motions to you and gives you a broad smile.
Don't fret, my friend, and don't falter. You needn't call to Lucian for succor, for I am here to answer your purchasing prayers on this day of celebration. May the gods watch over.
There's bodies in the street.
Replenishing your supplies, Monster Slayer? An excellent idea. There'll be more void woken to slay before we are done, I wager.
He tips you a salute and walks on.
Such wanton destruction, brother. These humans ruined our homeland. Now they're intent on ruining their own as well. Savages.
Summer's still good. What you looking for? Oh, yes. The town is all a-twitter over your escapades at the gate. It's the perfect time to replace the hunting supplies you've lost, yes? May the land sustain you and the wild game feed you, friend.
There'll be new taxes to pay for all of this damage. I can smell it in the air. You elves have the right idea. Own nothing and have nothing to be taken away from you.
You may appreciate the delicacy of my herbs and solvents, elf, but do be graceful in your browsing. I cannot risk a tainted tincture. Do return, should you find it necessary.
The store's open. Do your shopping.
The dwarf's armor looks as if it weighs half a ton, yet he moves with alarming ease. You note his insignia, a snarling wolf.
Browse the shop as you please.
The dwarf stands straight and tall, or at least as tall as a dwarf can manage.
I'm a member of Her Majesty Queen Justinia's Royal Regiment. Special Officer, rank 1, sir. I'm not at liberty to discuss that, sir.
Through his visor, you could only see his eyes, but there's something in them that belies the steely exterior. The guard's breath catches. He squeezes his eyes shut, blinking away the pain. When he speaks, it's in a low whisper.
Please, stop talking, please. This is the wedding day of the daughter of the merchant Ross. Her Royal Highness Justinia, the breath and balm of Duna, detailed us to protect the guests.
He winces, the pain evident.
We failed. Wasn't enough, as it turns out. Void-woken attack. I'm told the Queen is safe, but whether she's still inside, I can't say. So many dead. At least the bride and groom survived. Yeah? If that's the case, I'd happily tear them limb from limb. But I have work to do, if you believe that. The shop is still open. The shop is still open. Go on, do your shopping.
Do you think the paladins would...
A well-dressed dwarf woman lies on the cobbles, giggling drunkenly to herself.
I wish I was bloody homeless. Then I'd be home already. No, I was at a wedding. Beggars kicked me out. Said I was causing a scene. Ha! Voidwalken. Good one. You're a regular. Jester.
Arx thanks you, stranger. Your prowess on the field is already legendary. Be careful, or we'll claim you as our own. Arx
The sewer's running as red as the street.
The door does not open. A creeping sensation comes over you, as if the door were examining you.
The doctor is not taking visitors. The doctor approves. He will see you now.
The nurse stares openly at you. His eyes are a pitiless black, like a hungry shark.
You are known. You are on the doctor's books. He awaits you. Go to him.
The nurse hisses at you while you remain in earshot.
Your flesh has such perfume. I am drunk on you. To waiting.
A spirit peers down at his own remains with morbid fascination. His ghostly form takes on a queasy shade of green.
Well, it's not often you get to see yourself in this state, is it?
He gestures to a small grey lump nestled within his open chest cavity.
That's what did me in. Funny. Doesn't look like much. I was sick, and I wasn't going to get better. The doctor made me an offer. He'd pay me if he could study my body after I died. It was a lot of gold. I couldn't say no. I'm providing more for my family in death than I ever did while I was alive. Go figure.
The nurse throws you a sultry look, offset by a smear of blood around her mouth. Something shifts beneath her robes, the outline of a diminutive third arm. A mewling cry can be heard from her abdomen. She places a hand over it and winks.
Food, baby.
The nurse slinks right up to you and inhales deeply, then exhales with a sigh.
You smell unclean. Would you like to be clean?
She flicks her long, black tongue over cracked lips while staring unblinkingly. Her eyes reflect no light. They only consume. The nurse spots you, then abruptly averts his gaze with a scowl.
Don't tempt me. The doctor will be displeased if I have my fun without asking. Go!
Welcome, my friend. I'm glad you could come. Tell me, what ails you?
I'll tell you what ailed me. The sallow man ailed me. Like any ally of the Black Ring, he irked me greatly. He was a sickness.
And you cured me of him. I thank you for that. You are as perceptive as you are effective. I like that. No, I invited you here to make you a proposition. To offer you a pact of mutual cooperation. Please, let me help you. The proposal is simple, Godwoken.
Find your way into the crypt. Find Lucian's tomb. Summon me. Together, we shall kill the Divine. Divinity will be ours. Then you may see yourself out. And keep your hands off the valuables.
I'm accepting walk-in patients, clearly.
You, eyes over here, yeah? I know she's pretty, but me wife's here to work, not a gawk at. Now, what'll it be? Now that you're all done, why don't you just skedaddle on out of here?
Got sword and shield over here.
I'm just the one that hammers and such. You want the wares, you speak to my wife Fionola over there.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
A visitor. Tell me, do you like puppets?
The toy seller nods and smiles, clearly not listening to a word you've said.
Wonderful. Here, take a look at this.
The puppet springs to life.
Impressive, no? There's a lot of craftsmanship in that small package. Quite a lot. Now, what can I do for you? I haven't had many callers of late, what with all the fuss and hubbub that's been going on outside. Sauce, what else? Each and every one of my darlings has a little bit of magic in them. It turns a mere toy into a friend. Oh, no, not at all. I use only the smallest sprinkle of sauce in my work. I'd hardly think a Voidwoken would set its sights on me and my darlings. I'm on good terms with the Divine Order. They know what my work entails. They've even had use for me in the past. I have nothing to fear from them. What of it? It is a feat of engineering. A modern marvel, unmatched in quality anywhere in the realm. I should know, as it is my greatest work to date. But you should broach more practical matters with Lord Protector Ahu, the keeper of the cathedral. You should find him in his chambers there. Myself and others, some of the finest feats of engineering ever conceived guard the remains of the Divine. The Path of Blood was our masterpiece. Now I'm the last one alive, the last engineer of the cathedral and its secrets. I've retired and found a new calling, these wondrous darlings. One of my late colleagues designed them for the cathedral, little wind-up sentries to guard against intruders. Now I busy myself turning the surplus into toys. It truly feels good to spread a little joy in my twilight years. Consider me at your service if you need anything else.
You've got some fight to do, and I've got what you need.
They took care of the Voidwoken, right? Meantime, they've got a lot to deal with.
Do you mean like...
I'm surprised that the Voidwoken attacked the Lizard Embassy first. Them dreamers use saucer, I'm telling you.
Join us.
Funny how it's our consulate that's burning, isn't it? Mark me. The ancient empire does not forget.
Them lizard dreamers, I tell you, they give me nightmares.
The paladins are saying the magisters did this. To think we trusted them. I've never seen one up close. Stranger, I implore you, turn back. There is naught within but black ash and void. The consulate lies in ruin. Accursed flames lap at every corner. The paladins are great and faithful warriors, but some tragedies even they can't undo. Yes, I bore witness to your feat at the gates. Your skills have proven invaluable to Arcs, but I'm afraid the terrors waiting within the consulate aren't so tangible.
The priestess's eyes glaze over, and she shivers in fear.
You'd have to be mad to continue. And if you managed to escape, you'd be madder still. I can't say more.
The Voidwoken tore down the consulate's barricades like they were paper. I pray that Solsticer keeps the Empire safe from the Void.
I barely escaped the consulate with my life. No thanks to the Order's supposedly elite paladins.
Careful! There's fires of the void! Infernal stuff. Can't be put out by normal means. Best to wait it out. It'll have to die eventually.
Voidwoken. Arcs used to be safe from those things. Not anymore.
The lizards inside the consulate never stood a chance. It's all the bloody Magister's fault. They can add the dead to their butcher's bill.
Because they're collaborating with the Black Ring. It's no coincidence that those monstrosities appeared just as we confronted them about their betrayal. At least Lord Kem's putting a stop to them now. By all means, but if you run into trouble, don't expect me to stick my neck out to help you.
This is no ordinary fire. Water has no effect. Better to just contain it until it dies down.
Just going to stand around while the city burns.
The man and the elf keep their voices to a discreet level, but it's impossible to miss the tension between them. They're arguing.
What more to convince you? More Voidwoken? A plague? An earthquake? Arx is doomed. Our future is elsewhere.
Farron, come on. Where's this elsewhere that's better than Arx? This is the greatest city in the world. I'll leave it over my dead body.
Exactly. Your dead body. My dead body. This place is dead. We can be together anywhere.
They fall into a sullen silence, neither of them willing to give in.
Keep out of this.
This is not a good time. Please leave us.